Welcome back. Before we get into this video, I would just like to say a very big thank you to absolutely everyone that clicked on the last video. 226 views is what it's currently sitting at. I never would have thought that a video of mine would have ever gotten anywhere near that amount of viewing. And yeah, I just thank you. I was so shocked. I've had people messaging me saying, "Have you seen how many views your video is getting?" And I'm just stunned. And I know it's nothing incredible in the grand scheme of how many views other YouTubers would be getting and things, but to me that's a big deal. So thank you very much. Let's jump straight into this video, right? So M1 Abrams, tried and trusted. It's been in the game an extremely long time. It came in with the Challenger and the, I want to say T-72, maybe T-80. I can't remember. Leopard 2, maybe. There were three of them that came in together. But the way that I like to compare these things anyway is those four: the Leopard 2, the T-80, the Challenger, and the Abrams. And in my opinion, the Abrams is probably the best of the four. You can argue the T-80 maybe, or the Leopard maybe in certain situations, but I think overall, for the situations that you're going to find yourself running into most of the time, the Abrams is probably going to do you perfectly well in every single one of them. So, jumping straight into this video, we're on Aral Sea. It's not exactly a great map in my opinion. It's a bit too open for my liking, with a lot of clutter in the middle, and the cover is a bit inconsistent since you can see there are holes in the ship that you can shoot through, so it's not one of my favorites. But we have heat, and this tank basically only has parts and FPE. It's probably going to be a bit difficult to get a good game out of this. We're committed to that anyway. So you can see one of the problems with not having a laser rangefinder and not having APFSDS is we are probably going to detonate the heat round off all of those little holes, because if one of the fins touch it, it goes kaboom. So we try to get different angles. Now this is going to bite us in the ass here in a second, because we get killed by something a little bit embarrassing. But it's part of the game, right? We just have to get on with it. Now, we are trying to support our teammates. We have a good push there, slightly to our right. I'm trying to pin down these two enemies here. They have smoked up. It should let my teammates push up a little bit and be a little bit more aggressive. We're going to keep pounding in shots and trying to get them to retreat a little bit. We're going to take the opportunity to push up because I see that I have teammates on my right. Unfortunately, with the way that this map is designed, they're actually in cover. I'm not. I get killed by a T-34-57 of all things. It's just how it happens sometimes. He's in under the turret ring. It's a very easy kill. Anything could make that shot. Now, that takes absolutely nothing away from a T-34 getting to that position. Fair play, my guy. But we're going to jump straight back in, and we're going to go for another run with this thing. Now, we know that we've just learned there that, okay, this is probably not the best position to have put ourselves into, so we are going to reevaluate and try and figure out how we can help our team another way. Now, I'm very cautious here. I definitely want to get myself into a lower area so that I'm less of a target, trying to catch up to the friendly just in front of us, so we can kind of buddy up a little bit and try and help each other. Now he takes out a tank just up ahead of us, and I'm checking the right hand side since he's clearly focused on the straight ahead. We are just trying to see. We get shot. There's two Leopard 2s there. I don't want any of that. Our turret comes back online very quickly, thanks to the commander. One tank goes down, and we know that there is another one up there, but I'm going to push away up. We lose our teammate that we were running with, I think, maybe? Oh no, that's him there, I'd say. But we have a good push going here. There's four of us all together. I'm pushing up to get to this little piece of cover here. I don't want to go and help my teammate there because I don't have APFSDS to fire at something at long range. I'd be putting myself too much at risk. I'm going to let the Russian tank do it. So we're going to try and provide a bit of support towards our teammates. Going to keep checking out here because a lot of the time you get light tanks that are hiding out on this left-hand side and they wait until you overcommit and then they pop out and take a shot at you. And it's too late then for you to retreat because they're probably after going for your engine, your track, your turret, something of the kind, like that Object 775, who is definitely easy enough to sneak and hide behind one of these little houses and punish you for overcommitting. So I'm fairly confident there's nothing to my left. So I am more focused now towards the right-hand side of this area and the straight ahead, which is where their spawn is. We get a lovely shot on a T-64, I think it is. I can't hardly see the screen because it cuts off half of it, so I'm pretty sure that was a T-64. We have an AA there, we'll take him out as well, Nazalot. And that's a Strela. We're going to go for him too. Oh, that's not a Strela. Was that a... Where is that? Oh, it is a Strela. It's a bad day for me, guys. Pushing up anyway. We're starting to punish them in their spawn. We have a good push with our teammates. They currently have Bravo, and I think I might start heading my ways over there once I feel like we have good control over this left spawn. And now I know that this doesn't look all that amazing because most of my kills, well, all of my kills I think so far, were shooting into the spawn. But it just shows that the Heat FS can do the job when you need it to. That's a little weasel as well. We'll take him out. And there is what looks to be maybe a T-72 terms. It might be a terms, it might be a B. Going to take another shot at him anyway, and because he has obviously some nice little heat protection on the side of his vehicle, we can't really do much against him. It was a terms, but once you take off those little bits of ERA on the side, you can easily go through it. Then the ERA protection no longer exists. So we can see now that we have good control over Bravo. We have a teammate that's on it. We have a teammate pushing up on the right-hand side where the train tracks are. We have a teammate that's just in front of us just now. We have good cover on the left-hand side spawn for the enemies. We have good cover on Alpha, and we are currently losing Charlie. So I'm going to start pushing over towards Charlie, try and get control of that area, and try and close this game out. Now again, want to make it very clear, yeah, getting most of my kills, or all of them, in the spawn. It's part of the game, unfortunately. Aral Sea is, in my opinion, one of the worst maps in the game because of this. The map is so small. The second you're out of your spawn, if you get onto an elevated area, you can shoot straight into the enemy spawn. That's just not how things should be, but that's how it is. No, this is another T-72 platform. T-80, I believe that is actually, maybe. It was. T-80U. And if you're not sure what you're looking at when you take shots at something, if you can't tell whether it's a T-80 or a T-72, it's okay. They both die the same way. So if you're a new player coming in and you buy a top-tier vehicle, let's say you buy the Clickbait or something, don't worry. T-80s, T-72s die the same way. Just shoot in the same places. You will kill both. Anyway, not an amazing video this week, unfortunately. I wanted to make it, though, because of the reason that I came across on the Abrams that I mentioned at the start. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Comment. And I'll catch you in the next one.